Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
I feel she's such a badass person.
We are very hardworking people. We're very sincere at what we do. So destiny मौका देता है, but it's you how you take it. You don't. The Oscars never go to comedians, and it's such a shame because comedians.
मुझे लगा इंडिया का ठीक है. मुझे पता नहीं था कि गोरे भी.
Your hard work is yours. So identity जो होती है वो आपको खुद बनानी होती है. Hi, this is Namashi Chakraborty.
Hi, this is Amrin.
And you're watching us on
Latestly.
Keep watching.
Well, it's a dream of every girl to get a bad boy, but to get him at the right time when he doesn't want to be bad anymore. So the word bad boy can perhaps have many connotations. Thank you first of all joining us on
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that is the confusion. Bad boy, good boy, and bad boy turning into good man. What are you trying to
That was
portray?
a lovely introduction.
Actually,
The way
one of the best, in
brief
fact.
was actually quite good.
Thank you.
Correctly said. Yes, a good girl falls in love with a bad boy at the correct time in her life. I would say where she wants to, where things are not working out for her. From a family of high quality, high standard, she always lives up to her parents' expectation. Whereas his world is so different from hers. He is
Chap Tapori.
Yeah, Chap
comes from
Tapori.
a family of who are kind-hearted, big-hearted, but not necessarily rich and educated.
Yes.
So it's the opposites attract, and how they both fall in love and how.
It's a beautiful, innocent love story, I would say.
Opposite attract. Chalk is different from cheese. Is that the way you two are off the camera as well? One is introvert, one is extrovert, and therefore the chemistry is going to look, as you correctly described in another interview, that the bond looks more like Tom and Jerry.
I said
She
that,
said
yes.
You said that.
yes.
So how does it work?
Initially, when I met him, I was so different. He was so different. Now, if I say we both are the same personalities, but something about us is so similar, right? I don't know what it is.
We are very similar on the sense that we are very hardworking people. We're very sincere at what we do, and we have the hook that a new person should have. I think she and me bonded like anything on sets because we literally were the same people.
Yeah,
And if
actually.
Raji wanted a 50th take, we were willing.
Yeah.
So we gave our very best for this film. But even as people, we are very alike.
Yeah, but very different personalities from each other, very different lives, but we have a very similar grounding. That took time, of course, to get to know each other, but our friendship, the bond that we formed while shooting this movie, it kind of turned into it helped us build this beautiful love story of Raghu and Ritu, and I'm glad everything turned out to be amazing.
Right time is a key word here.
Yes.
Your father believes in destiny a lot, and we
Absolutely.
all know that without destiny, nothing can work. He says everybody works hard, so what? If destiny doesn't have to play its role, then what else are you going to do?
Correct.
So, do you believe in the same way you believe in destiny? This is the right film, right offer, right position.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think destiny plays a very big part in your life, but everything is not always destiny. You have to be ready for opportunities. I think me and Amrin were ready for Bad Boy. We were not told anything. We were told work on yourself and come on set. But for those 2 months of pre-production, we worked very hard to reach the sets, and we made sure that no matter what happens, if destiny has given us this opportunity, now it depends on how we do these parts. So destiny मौका देता है, but it's you how you take it.
Even I feel destiny is 60%, like good luck, your good luck is 60% and the rest is your hard work. If you don't get the good luck, how are you going to do your hard work, I believe. And I think for us and हमारे केस में बहुत हम fortunate रहे हैं, हमें इतनी अच्छी reputation मिली है, and I believe in superstitions and I believe in destiny a lot.
Here's a sense of what the atmosphere is like on Rajkumar Santoshi set. I mean, Bad Boy is the name of the film, and we see the quirkiness in the trailer. It looks all fun, but does it have to be equally funny on the set?
It is. I mean, when we are doing comedy, also you have to understand comedy is serious business.
Yes.
Absolutely.
As much as people might think it's like coming in and giving a joke, I think comedians in the world are the most underrated artists in the world. Even like in America, the Oscars never go to comedians, and it's such a shame because comedians have it hard. She and I know we have just done one film, but to do comedy that doesn't come across as overacting or crass, it is very difficult.
And cracking the same joke every time doesn't have to be funny, but we have to make it funny for the
Exactly,
audience.
and it's all about timing. And we had a huge challenge that we had to do comedy with Johnny Bhai. You know, especially me, you know, even
Yeah,
Sheila, but
Johnny
I had to
Lever.
match up with Johnny Lever's comedy at all levels, and I've done a lot of comedy with him in this
Yeah.
film. So, with a legend, the challenges were like
Did
unbelievable.
you feel a burden because if it doesn't land well, then it doesn't land at all?
But that's the magic of Johnny Lever and Rajkumar Santoshi, is that they help you.
Yeah.
They are not selfish. They will make sure until you don't reach their part, their energy, they will not make it.
And for us, if we don't do well, there was always retakes.
True. But tell me, why should boys have all the fun when it comes to being bad? Can the
Yeah.
girl be bad as
Of
well?
course,
Are you
but
being bad in
I
this
think
one?
my character, as much as she is innocent, I feel she's such a badass person.
Uh-huh.
She does everything that she wants to do after, of course, she falls in love. She fights for her love in front of her father, which is a very, it takes a lot of courage to do that. So I feel in her own style, she's so cool and she's so badass. And you know, why should boys have all the fun?
Absolutely.
Did you discuss the script, the project with your legendary father? Or does this come all by yourself? Did he give his inputs to be able to cope with your first film better?
Nothing. I think my father came to know about the film, my parents, my family, after I signed Bad Boy. Only the gentleman sitting behind us, he was with me in that meeting.
Yeah.
It was just the two of us, and we went and we signed the film.
And Russia, stays there absolutely predominantly. You shot there for 3 days, I suppose.
Yes.
So, and Russia is a ground where the fan following for your father is amazing.
You
It's
said it.
unprecedented.
You said it.
Can you give us a sense of the same, if possible?
I think she should be the one telling you that, because I have heard stories, but for her it was a very surreal experience.
For him, you know, he must be so used to it, you know, people being big fan of his father, always surrounding him. But for me, that was the moment where I saw the craze, the fan craze जिसको बोलते हैं, वो पहली बार मैंने वहाँ पे देखा था. मुझे लगा इंडिया का ठीक है, मुझे पता नहीं था कि गोरे भी मिथुन
Russians,
But yes, it was abhi bhi after shooting for like I think few months, abhi one year. We shot that song 1 year back, you know, and abhi tak I get in my DMs like Russia misses you, and then they keep on tagging us in that picture. Abhi tak I have a lot of Russians in my comments, in my DMs. That is the impact Mithun sir has had worldwide. So I was very shocked and surprised, but it's very heart touching to see.
In one of his interviews, he popularly said the reason why he's so popular in Russia is because of that cultural thread.
Yeah.
Russia believes in culture, Russia believes in communism. So, and he came, bottom up. He came from that background that he came from,
Yeah.
for which he is known, for which he is celebrated. I want to draw parallel here. What kind of background did you have? Did you have the lavish, luxurious life being a star kid, or was it exactly the opposite?
Well, you're right on the first part. It's been a very luxurious life, even though I can't pronounce the word to save my life. It's been a great life. I really thank my parents for giving me such a beautiful childhood, such a lovely childhood. I have been blessed, not just me, all 4 siblings. हम चारों को luxury मिली है, पढ़ाई लिखाई मिली है. You know, we have been around the best of life. We have gotten all kinds of privileges, but the only takeaway from this is that even if you are rich or you come from privilege, your hard work is yours. So identity जो होती है वो आपको खुद बनानी होती है. So I think we 7 as a family, we believe in creating an own identity. So even though there has been a lot of privilege, there still is a lot of privilege. I feel for my own growth, I need to make my own identity.
Given the title of this one, Bad Boy, how do you rate him as a bad boy on a scale of 1 to 10, and why?
On a personal level, you're asking me?
Both as an artist as well as a person that is.
As an artist, I think he did his role perfectly. However, he was described it to do it. I think I would give a 10 out of 10 for that.
Thank you.
He perfectly fits the role. When you see the movie, you will know. And in real life, he's complete opposite. I think he's like a good boy. Like he sincerely follows everything.
Is that a compliment?
I would like to believe so. She
Yeah.
knows me very well.
He's so prim and proper with the way he says everything. So yeah.
Thank you.
Finally, what are you hoping to achieve with this one? It looks quirky, it looks comical, it looks funny. But is there anything beyond the obvious that you would like to state here?
I'll just say that a lot goes on behind making a movie, from the cast and the crew I think everyone should get their credit for the hard work that they have done. I don't think it should go to waste, as that would really hurt our hearts if that happens. And I would say that we are newcomers, we are a fresh breath of air, a new pair. I would tell you guys, without seeing the movie, don't judge us, give us all the love and support, because without you guys, we are nothing.
Yeah, and of course Rajkumar Santoshi is there. Same
Yeah,
Himesh,
like
yeah.
Yes.
How could you miss that?
Yes.
That on the credit.
One of the best soundtracks ever by Himesh sir. We are lucky कि हमें पहली फिल्म में इतना ज़बरदस्त म्यूजिक मिला है. And of course, you know, like you said, it's quirky, it's fun, and that's exactly what Bad Boy is. It's a simple romantic comedy that you can watch with your entire family. It's easy on the heart. It will warm your heart. It's a fun film, and I'm very sure that if you give it a shot, you won't be disappointed by it.
I hope you achieve what you want to achieve in this one. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
having
much.
this interaction with us.
Thank you so much.